watakaonifuata, nikikufuata tuje kwako, na chochote kile kitaenda sawa. Hey
guys, welcome to Deliberate, Conscious and Candid Talks, where we get to share stories of people for the purpose of just encouraging one another. The last time I had my video, I told you guys that we'll be bringing people on board to tell you their stories, and today I just want to continue telling you about myself. And I thought about sharing the fears I've always had and maybe how I've coped with each and every one of them. And some are ridiculous, by the way, and one of them concerns giving birth, guys. And honestly, I can't even explain why giving birth is an issue in my life, because I have had that fear. Imagine, guys, from class 3. Can you imagine? Class 3. That is very awkward, but hey, I can't do anything about it. And until now, honestly, I'm still deliberating, because I love kids. But when I think about the pain, I don't know, I've heard from so many people about the pain of childbirth. I've seen the videos of people complain, and they keep encouraging us that, oh, Siji, you have different experiences, but still, guys, I'm still dealing with it. As much as I love kids, and I hope one day it's gonna be over. I don't know, only God knows. You comment down below and tell me what you think about having kids and etc. Now, the second fear has always been about making the wrong choices when it comes to career choice. And that definitely has to be, first of all, what career do I take in the university? And speaking about careers, after my high school, I had a problem choosing my unit or my course, so to speak. And at first I began with pharmacy, but then I watched so many videos of people pursuing their courses, etc. And I figured honestly, pharmacy was not my thing. Like, totally, pharmacy was not my thing. It was good because guys were telling me, you know, when you're out of school with pharmacy, there's a guarantee of jobs. But I had a conviction in my heart that honestly I needed to do something to do with psychology, because it's about, you know, talking to people and such things. So I went to a school in Chiromo, that's Nairobi University, Chiromo, and I took my pharmacy course. But guys, after 2 weeks, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. So I took an interfaculty, and then I did, it went through successfully, but guys, there was a hitch, because I stayed for a whole semester at home. And it was hard, because guys were like, why are you not in school? Others made conclusions, you know, guys, people will always judge your situation. So that's not something you're supposed to be scared about, so long as you know the truth and you have the truth in your heart, and the people who matter know, then you have nothing to be scared about. So interfaculty went through properly, although I had to delay a semester. And yeah, finally I got to do what I've always wanted. I'm currently studying psychology, sociology, and also communication in school, and I'd say I'm happy. I've had my reservations, definitely, because, you know, people tell you, what do you do after you're done with psychology? But right now, I mean, I think it's about creativity, and what God has put in yourself, no one can get it out. And if you have the confidence to bring it out, like I'm doing right now, I mean, just starting the issue about YouTube videos is already to tell you that I'm trying to take a step of faith. And yeah, so about career choice, I guess that's it, that's done, because I'm already taking something. And my third fear, oh, I remember one time telling my cousin, how happy are you that you never had to repeat any class? Because guys, Mimi, what I've gone through when it comes to repeating, oh Lord. And it's something I've always feared doing, but hey, who knows about the future? We've only got to be strong for whatever that comes, but always know that nothing is meant to put you down. If you have the confidence, if you have the belief in God, trust me, everything works together for good. So I'm just going to give you a brief history of what my life has been in school and what I've had to go through. And now, I finished my primary well, although I repeated in class 7 because I transferred in school and all that. And it was quite hard. It was quite hard for me, because I didn't understand why who needs to repeat in primary school after all? Nobody. So I repeated in class 7, and I did my class 8, and thankfully I managed, because in class 8 I managed to merge position 1 with another lady over there. I don't know what she does in her life right now, but I'm sure she's doing well. Now I joined high school, guys, and honestly, I don't know what you think about high school and being in a boarding school, because one of the challenges I've had immensely is, I think, being in a boarding school. Like, from the beginning, okay, at first I was excited being in a boarding school, etc. But once I got in there and realized that, oh, this is not a joke. There you don't meet your mom. There you meet strangers who've had different lifestyles, who've been brought up in different backgrounds. And to me, that was really tough, especially in Moi Girls. There was no water, you had to struggle for water. I know it's the normal challenges, but guys, we are created differently. And for me, honestly, boarding school was not my thing. So I studied in Form 1, I managed, I was doing well performance-wise. And then I got to Form 2 and I was like, Mom, I'm not going back to a boarding school. So I managed to convince her and all that. And then, guys, I was taken to a day school. And I was so happy. I was like, yay, finally, my dreams have come true. But I didn't even stay, guys, for a term. I think I only cleared my first term in Form 2. And then, unfortunately, I had to be transferred because my mom was not comfortable with me going to school every other morning. And after that, she transferred me to school, and that is where tragedy began, my people. That is where tragedy began, because after I went to St. Martin's Girls, I don't know what happened to my performance. Everything just changed. And after I joined St. Martin's, I was unable to perform and all that. And so I didn't have an option really, because she was not about to change her mind. She was decided, and she was not paying school fees after all. So what did I have to do? I didn't have an option. And so, guys, actually I remember there was a time I sent my friend and told her that, you know what, I think, okay, she was going home. Sometimes people go home due to sicknesses, issues, and that time she was going home. And my mom knew quite a number of my friends. So I sent her to tell my mom. I was in Form 4. Can you imagine, guys, sending a person to tell your parent that you don't actually see yourself performing above a D? Guys, that was tragic. Kabisa, I had no hope. Like, I had no hope at all in myself and all that. So I sent her. She went and told my mom. She didn't have a choice. She had to tell her, because I felt like I didn't want it to be a shock after doing my KCSE. I didn't want it to be a shock. I didn't want to raise her expectations, because she had always known me as bright girl, and she was confused about what was happening in my performances, and things like that. But eventually I did my KCSE, and as expected, I didn't perform very well. I didn't perform according to my level of, I could have done better. That's the one. I could have done better, because I got a C, and I would have gotten more than that. But guys, my problem was that I wasn't able to accept the fact that I was in a boarding school, and yeah, that's where it all went wrong. Because guys, when your attitude is wrong, nothing will ever come through. Like, you have to set your attitude right. If you want to perform, your attitude has to be right, for better, for worse, guys. It doesn't matter. Like, sometimes you have to just accept that you have to go through things you don't like to achieve the things you've always wanted. So after I got my C, my parents were very tough. They were like, you know what, then you're not continuing with college or university. And so that's when I had to go to Form 3, back to Form 3 in a school called Bisara. And it wasn't easy for me, guys. I mean, it was another boarding school, and I just didn't understand why my parents were not getting the fact that boarding school had a toll on me. And so after they took me there, at least the conditions were better. Like, it was a bit conducive for someone who does not easily adapt. And luckily, and thank God, I managed to start performing as expected. And I did my Form 3 there, I did my Form 4, and also gladly I met people who are in the same situation as me, who had failed in the previous KCSE, and so they had come back to just find out if they could do better. And I managed, but guys, let me tell you, the devil is a liar. The devil is a liar, my guys, because after I cleared Form 4, I performed really well. Because most of my subjects I managed to achieve at least an A- or B's. But guys, my mean grade was a U. That means I could not have been admitted to a university, because what's a U? A U is not a grade. So I went to NEC offices, and I asked them about this whole hitch that was following me up. And guys, these are times when you just think you've been cast by someone. Honestly, I was like, why does my journey have to be so long? Like, why does everything have to have a hitch? I didn't get it, honestly. And so I went to NEC offices, and I asked them if they told me the problem was that I didn't have one of the units that I'm supposed to have in order for me to be admitted or to be ranked with the other students in other universities. And they told me that the problem was that I didn't have at least a humanity. That means CRE, history, or geography. And when I went to that school, honestly, they didn't tell me that there was a problem with that. I didn't know. I think they didn't also know. One thing teachers in high school just tell you is that doing 7 subjects is risky, but they never break it down for you. So you see guys, I took my 7 subjects, I took my 3 sciences and the other normal subjects, but I didn't take a humanity. So that is something I got to realize after I had done my KCSE and I had to go back to school, guys. That was like the lowest point in my life. That was the lowest point ever in my life. And I had to go back to the same school because that's the only school where they couldn't have charged me any school fees. After all, it was a mistake because they had the responsibility to tell our students that you have to do this group of subjects in order to manage etc. So cutting the long story short, my school life has been one tough one. But I thank God because I think it has also built me to become the person that I am today. I have become a stronger person. I have become a wiser person. I don't make all the right choices, guys, but I thank God. I thank God for the challenges. And today I think all the fears I've had, I've been able to overcome them by just believing that I'm a believer of destiny, guys. And so I believe that whatever it is that God has destined in your life can never change. Like, it doesn't matter what you're going through, what your fears are, just drop them. You don't have to worry about something you can't change. You see, because your future is in God's hands, your present is in God's hands. You just have to believe Him and keep praying so that He aligns you with your will. So I think that's been it about my fears. I don't know what yours have been and how you're able to overcome them. Please comment down below so that we can share these inspirational stories and we are able to encourage one another. And I'm still looking for people to bring on board. Kindly comment also on that so that I may know the people whose stories you'd like to hear about. And like I keep saying, keep God, guys. I'm lying. I'm Wanjiko, by the way, just in case you didn't know. So like I keep saying, the stories of our lives is like a book. You have to peruse a chapter after another. We cannot really bring it all on the table. So we give each other time. As you tell yours, I tell mine. And soon enough, you're going to be strong enough for this life because we were brought here to stay together, to encourage one another, and above all, to inspire one another. So guys, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And also, please don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe and support me. And yeah, I'll truly appreciate. I love you all, Team DCM, and I wish you all the best. And if there's anything that's burning in your heart, please don't hesitate to do it. But like I keep saying, God's time is the best. And when that time comes, nobody will stop it. So have a good time and see you later. Bye. Mwah.